Welcome to HallOWS Eve. My name is Barbie and this is my channel about my cross stitch journey. Today I have a finish, fully finished to show you. I have a finish. I have several new starts. I have updates on some that I've been working on since I've seen you last, and I have a new segment I'm going to add to my channel, and we'll talk about that in the end. Today is May 1st, 2025, so I hope your month is starting out right. And this is Flosstube number 3 for me. So let's start. I'm going to show you my fully finished. This is her by Plum Street Sampler. I used the called for thread, not the fabric. I'll show you the picture here of what they did. I also, that beehive that's sitting on the ground, I removed that on mine. And I added another flower. And then I also added these charms to mine. But I finished this. I was hoping to finish this last year, and I didn't. But I am happy that it is done now and framed and I can get it hung. So that's great. My other one that isn't fully finished is by Stacy Nash, Christmas Hullberry Farm. I'm using the called for, except my fabric is not the same fabric. It is 28 count Lugana. I think it's Heritage is the color, maybe. I'm not sure. I didn't keep very good records of that. I put it in this frame. This frame's too small for it. I either had one too small, too big, and so I'm gonna leave it in here until I can get down to get another frame, and then I'll reframe it, but at least it'll stay clean. But I'm happy to have it done. It was another one that I was trying to get done last year that it just didn't happen for me. So super happy about those, excited that I got them done, because then you get to start new things. Sorry about that. Let me kill that so it doesn't do it again. I thought I already had done that. Next we have, I'm going to do my update right now on before I show my new ones, I'm going to do updates on what I had been working on while I've been gone. I've been working on my Mermaid, Bella Philippine, and if you remember on this one, on my second video, I was talking about I was using different amounts of threads because I was trying to give it a dimensional look. So let me bring her up here. I've been working on her. I've been down here working on this hair, and I've also done some of the highlight fill-in. The highlight and the shadowing I'm doing 1/1. The hair is 2/1. And this sea urchin stuff is actually 3/1. And I'm doing this for all the called for, so I think it's DMC and silks. And I'm using all called for. And this is Neverland, the fabric. It's what was called for. So it's coming along. I've been working, hitting her, trying to get her moving along. Another one that I had been working on, and I didn't put it in my first video, and I found it and I was like, oh, I forgot this one. It was Plum Street Gold Time Welcome. I know Carol from Saltbox Stitcher has a lot of these Plum Street Blackbirds. She always has videos that she shows all of her stuff. She's been doing it for a very long time, and I've had this one for quite some time, and I think I seen it and thought, man, I need to pull that one out and get it going. So I am. So I've been working on that one, and I'm working on my border is what I'm at. And this one I was really surprised, because I really thought that it would be larger than what it actually is, but it's really not that big of a sampler. But I'm excited about this one. I kind of like Halloween-ish stitching. This one is Amy Amy Kaine 1831. She's the sampler I've been working on from Hands Across the Sea. I'm using all the threads. I'm using DMC. I'm not using the silks. And the fabric that I'm using is not called for. This is 28 count, and it is a Lugana, and I dyed this myself. So and I've been working on these moths. I've been doing the butterfly, the flower. I came down and I'm doing this bird. I got another bird that's going to go here. I got to finish doing this part, but I've got quite a bit of the border. I have not finished it all the way, but I pulled in to do a little bit of the inside. So I'm moving along on that one. The other one I've been working on is this Philippine, the Mad Tea Party. The Mad Tea Party. Jesus, can't talk this morning. I've been working on her border, and I'm almost done with the top border. And I have her still in my Q-snap because I was working on her yesterday. So I've been filling in some of this. I think I only have 1 or 2 more colors to do, and then it'll be, this part will be done. Now there's a second page, it keeps going down, but I'm going to finish this page and then I'll move on to the next one. So I'm excited about that. I've been moving along on that. Oops, sorry. Pretty good. An idea for you for this one, I didn't have enough floss drops. I bought these on clearance for like $1. They were name tags, you know, for Christmas tags, and I poked holes in them and I use them as needle drop thing, floss drops, and I just put the DMCs, just go ahead and staple it on there. So it's an easy way to, if you're in a pinch, you need something, you can do that. Halloween at Hawk Run is the other one I've been working on, and I'm on this first block is where I'm at. And I'm doing the calls for, but the fabric is not. Let me see what their fabric. Boo boo boo. I guess it doesn't give you, it just says linen picture this plus. I'm not sure, but mine is murky. It's not the same color, it's darker. And I've been working on this building, trying to move it along. And this is on 40 count, so it's quite small. You do a bit and you don't go very far. I'm going to show you some of the ones that I started that are new for me that I started since I finished. American Welcome. I'm doing this on 36 count Brommel, and I'm doing all the called for. DMC is the floss, and I've been working on this one, and so I'm moving along pretty good. I got these leaves. If you've seen me on Instagram, you would see when I started this, but I'm progressing and moving along on the border. Been working on it. It's a beautiful, I would have brought the thing, and I realized I didn't bring my and I would have showed you the picture, but I didn't bring the original. So another one that I have started on, that I just started the other day, is Treasured and Button Harvest. I'm doing this harvest sign up here, and here's like some of the little, these are ceramic buttons that will attach to it. This is by Mill Hill, and I'm doing it on the called for, what it called for. I had the little banner. So that is my start on that. I don't think this one will take too long. As long as I pick it up and work on it, I should be good. I should be able to really move that one along. Another one I just barely started earlier this morning. The dogs had me up, so I had started this one, and it is Liberty's Welcome. I wanted to do some summer-ish ones, I guess. It's real pretty by Plum Street. I'm doing the called for on this, except the fabric isn't. My fabric is, this is a 40 count Silver Moon. Newcastle linen is what I'm doing mine on. And this is what I've got. They'll start, but I'll probably work on it later today. I got the little corner. Started in the little corner here. On this side, I think. Because it's, no, this is side. Go backwards. I got that one going. And then another one I had started by Plum Street was Summer Delivery. And this is another one I think you can see Saltbox Stitcher has that she's completed. So, and this is where I'm at. I did change. I'm not using the called for on the fabric. I'm using a 28 count Lugana called Earthen, and I also changed one of the colors. This color I'm working on right here, it was supposed to be grit and I didn't have it because this is Weeks Dye Works, and so I'm using straw, and I thought it'll make it maybe look like wood is what I was going for. But that is my start on that one, and I just love the colors of this. And you can see this is the color I substituted. I think the original grit was lighter, but I think it'll be fine with the colors. I just love these colors. And I just think those are really pretty colors. Can't wait to have that one done and hanging on my wall. Okay, now I'm going to, I wanted to do another segment. I had done a little short clip reel on YouTube and I didn't really care for it, but I had worked, if you remember, on, and I'm going to call this part of my segment Throwing Threads. And this is where on each of my videos I'm going to have either it's going to be an idea or maybe a question that I want to put out to you, maybe. And if you remember, I was doing this witch. She's called Wandering Witch, and she's by Mill Hill. Let me grab. She is right here. I showed her in my first video, in my whip parade. I showed I was working on her. Well, I got her stitching done, and I'm working on her beading, the beading. But when I was looking at her, you see that she has these zoomies behind her. I don't know if you can see them. To me, they fade away. They're light, you know, because it looks like she's whooshing, zooming in the air. And I had already stitched this. Well, I could take it out and I could use Krynic and make it blingy. Or I could use this stuff, which is more popular than that sometimes because it's easier to sew with. But my question is what about using mica powders? And I was thinking, let me grab them real quick. Let me grab those really quick in case you don't know. I do a lot of different crafts. Sorry about that. I do a lot of different crafts, and I've used mica powder. And I was thinking, this is what mica powder looks like. It's a very fine, powder stuff, but it's very sheeny, shiny. When you get it, you'll have it you'll be sparkly. But I was thinking about probably once I finish beading this and I make it into a pillow, is coming back and putting mica powder on these little zoomies to give it a little punch. So my question was, I was going to use one of these liners. These are liner if you've ever had your nails done. This is just that. I use them for painting. I buy them. They're cheap on Amazon, and they're tiny. I mean, the thing is so tiny, and you have to be very careful with this stuff because, like I said, you'll have it everywhere. But I was thinking of trying it on this to see, because I was thinking, now I wouldn't do this on a sampler or like one of my Hades where, you know, it's like a bigger one, but for these that probably when I die, my kids will probably put it in Goodwill and someone will pay $1 when I paid probably $30 to make it. But what do you think? Do you think that is possible? Have you ever done it? I'm curious. So if you have, you know, drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about that. Yes? No? I would never do that? Well, it's just a pillow, probably going to end up in Goodwill one day when you die. Let me know. So that wraps up. I'm going to try and do this segment every time I have a video that I drop a video for my updates. I'm going to put my throwing threads in it, and it's going to be a question or an idea I had or something that maybe someone could grab something out of it and turn it into something else or whatever. I think that will be fun. So I think that's about all I've got for you today. My Floss Forecast is looking very froggy. I had started another one that I had started a while back is And God Saw. You know, Teresa Kogut has just, she has some beautiful things. She's just been on fire with her patterns, to me. I have several of her books. I have several books that I've patterns of hers I'm wanting to do. I mean, it's just crazy. But I started this one, and I was working on the border, and I have like one side border done, the outside, the little triangles, and I all of a sudden looked and I was stitching it with the wrong color. So the whole thing's the wrong color. And so, yeah, my Floss Forecast is looking like I'm going to be frogging that. Plus working on probably the ones that I've showed you today. I will continue working on them, moving forward on them. But I'm also looking ahead at, I'm wanting to start something. It's either going to be a Halloween-ish or it's going to be a Christmas. So I'm going to pull up these 4 ones that I've been looking at. And if you guys would like, vote down below of which one do you think you would start. You know, if you was your choice. It's Shepherd's Bushes is the first one, Into the Night. It is an older one, but it's cute. Look at that. Look at the U up there. It's so cute. And so I want to decide, because I'll start kitting it up. Number 2, Rocking Horse Holiday. This is one I've had for a while. I bought it a long time ago, and it's just cute. I like horses, so it's just cute. And I was thinking, this is a good Christmas one. It's one that I keep looking at going, start it. The other one is another Shepherd's Bush, and it is a Halloween night. And the last one is HallOWS Eve by Hillside Samplings. And it's a picture because it's an older one, but it's a picture, so I don't know if you can, it's better there. So if you had to choose between those 4, what would you think I should start? I don't know. Okay, that's gonna wrap it up for me today. I will be back giving updates. My throwing thread segment will be back. But that is it for me today. Thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you. Please, if you find something you like, subscribe, share. It helps to grow my channel. Put me into people who are interested in what I'm talking about. And thank you. I appreciate your time. Bye-bye.